I bought a Japanese Wii U so I could play Mario Power Tennis in Japanese. Sue me. So I just kind of wanted to catalog opening this up for the first time. I've definitely delved in opening this up, but I have never plugged it in yet. So yes, this is a Japanese Wii U. Oh my god, it's about time, right? It is a Mario Maker edition, which doesn't make it like a Mario Maker version of the Wii U. It's a regular Wii U, and it comes with Mario Maker and the idea booklet, which is nice they included that. Even though this is definitely a digital download, or it just comes pre-installed. I assume it's pre-installed, but this is a white Wii U, and it is the 32GB model, which we didn't really get over here in North America. Our deluxe models were pretty much only black, and the white ones were 8GB. However, there do exist North American Wii U's that are white and 32GB, except they were only available as refurbished models on Nintendo's online store. Damn it. So that pretty much means absolutely nobody has them, but mark my words, one day I will find them. But as we can see here, it just has some Mario Maker-esque designs. This is very indicative of like the back artwork of Mario Maker on Wii U, and it just kind of details pretty much everything you could possibly know about Mario Maker on one side of cardboard. It's pretty crazy. One of my favorite things about Wii U boxes is the fact that they all kind of have a unique U design on the back, and this one's no different. I think this is even unique from... This might potentially be unique from the North American Mario Maker set. I believe it actually is, because we got a Mario Maker set that was exclusive to Walmart, and Nintendo of America was like, oh man, let's experiment with something. So they tried to make a variant of the retro 8-bit Mario amiibo available exclusively in that set for a limited time, and they kind of wanted to see if that would get anybody to buy Wii U consoles. Guess what happened? Nobody did. But it was just kind of interesting. I remember seeing like a couple of people talk about how people would buy the Wii U set, and then they would replace the exclusive amiibo with a random, just like $12.99 regular priced amiibo that wasn't rare. They would just replace it in the box, and they would return the Wii U, and they would get their money back. Pretty slick idea, honestly. But all Wii U's kind of have this general layout of like, oh, this is all you get. It does look like, let me see, you do not get a sensor bar in Japan. Japan usually, like with their consoles, if they don't have to include something, they won't. So, we get the power adapters, but weirdly enough, we do get an HDMI cable. I assume Nintendo probably thought, like, since this was their first HD console, they probably thought, okay, well, let's include the HDMI cable. But since, most people buying a Wii U probably had a Wii, they didn't include the sensor bar. And also, not every Wii U game used, like, Wii remotes or the sensor bar for that matter. They probably thought, like, okay, if you really want to do that, just go out and buy your own. But we still get these random assortment of goodies, like the charging stand for the gamepad, the stand for the gamepad, the Wii U console stand for the Wii U, and then the Mario Maker idea booklet, which this was always kind of a weird thing in my opinion. It was never like, it was just kind of like this thing where it was neat they included it, but I just felt like it wasn't as useful as I think we all kind of wanted it to be. I would have preferred if they, kind of gave you actual course design tips, or they just legitimately like talked about the history of Mario or whatever. They showed design documents, and they did a little bit of that, and we'll probably see that soon. But it was just kind of like random pictures from Mario Maker. And like, yeah, that can kind of get your mind going, as in like, all right, like how do I like maybe I can make a course like this, or I can use enemies in this way. But instead it just kind of felt like they just took random pictures from development and they just threw it in a book. You know, I kind of would have preferred if maybe they had like legitimate like advice on how to properly make a Mario course, or they had like legitimate like a legitimate history of 2D Mario design documents or whatnot, because they had a few design documents from the original Super Mario Brothers, and I believe like a few things that were Mario Maker, like, you know, like history, like Mario Maker through development or whatnot. But you know, they just kind of kept it to pictures. I assume they might have done that just to make the book kind of like standard across all regions, but I haven't viewed it in a very long time, so we can do that right now. It opens up. I assume this is telling us to you want to open it up with the U side facing up. That was always kind of weird. I do remember that with like how Wii U, the Wii U packaging was, where it's like you want to keep it faced downward to open it up properly. We do have some Mario Maker designs there. Thank Christ. And it's still all yellow, which is fun. I will say, like, even though we never got any major, you know, like Wii U variants, like we only got the black, the white, and the Zelda version. They at least went above and beyond with the packaging. I always really liked that. And I assume if on this side we will see, yes, play and create. How nice of them. They're really thinking about the consumer there. Every consumer likes flap art. So yeah, this is a used Wii U. So why am I truly opening this? But this is kind of the first time I'm gonna be looking at this stuff here. This is the Mario Maker book. Did I see like Japanese? Yeah, nah, yeah. I guarantee you they just kind of designed it in this way to kind of make it easy to distribute across all regions, even though Europe's book was hardcover, which is weird. Oh, wow! The person that sold me this threw in a sensor bar. They were like, that's a nice guy. Why not? It's very interesting that the Wii U deluxe sets, I mean the white Wii U's that were 32 gigabytes that would come with all this extra stuff, which is pretty much like if you have a deluxe Wii U, it comes with these things and the stands. And the stand is color coded. It's white. That's fun. We have all the literature, and then these power bricks, which will work in my region. I believe the only like major weird power adapters are mostly in Europe, but Japan seems to be pretty much in line with like my power bricks or my power adapters. That's gonna be the last thing I'm ever gonna say. There we go. See, Japan just usually takes really good care of their stuff. Look at that. This is my favorite color for Wii U, mainly because it doesn't show fingerprints or scratches as badly as the black one does. I think the black one looks better in terms of like promotional images, like just seeing it immediately, but it's just like this is not showing any scratches or anything like that. Especially the gamepad, considering you're going to be holding the gamepad. You know, I think I definitely want to. My plan, my main scheme here, is to eventually sync a white Wii U gamepad to my primary Wii U. I like calling it my primary Wii U because who doesn't have primary and secondary Wii U's? But I do have a North American white Wii U, which is only 8 gigabytes, so, you know, I'm not really going to use that Wii U specifically, but I think it would be nice to use the gamepad, especially because my Wii U gamepad for my black Wii U is kind of broken. It's not like broken, but the rumble motors like kind of make like a rattling sound or like a squeaky sound whenever something is rumbling in game. And it's kind of annoying. Like, the rumble motors don't sound right. They still work, but they're very they make a weird noise whenever they do rumble. So you know, kind of upgrading to a Wii U gamepad that will not show every damn smudge on the face of the earth is kind of an upgrade, and also the rumble would work. Yeah, the only major difference is there's a lot more Japanese on this on the back there. Everything else is pretty much the exact same. Especially with the console, there's not really a ton going on here. I don't know. But yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. They're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, ideas. I'm like, that's 1-1. They show like some cool stuff, like this is like some sheet music by Koji Kondo. I assume it's World 1-1. But they just show like random screenshots pretty much. And this was from like a Mario Maker trailer. They showed in a Nintendo Direct, I believe on April 1st, 2015. They had this cool little Nintendo logo made out of Mario sprites, which was neat, that you can make in Mario Maker. Now they do have this stuff where they have these codes that you can input to, I think, like unlock stuff. And not unlock, but pretty much like, so then it would just like do this exact thing, I think. I'm not actually sure. It would probably bring you to like, you input it in the electronic manual. And I think it would like, if you input this, then it would like give you this exact thing, I assume. But yeah, like a lot of this book is just basically art and then like just kind of nothing else, you know. Like there's like little random sketches, which is kind of cool, but you know, they give like, oh, like level examples, unlock them with these codes, which again is pretty neat. But you know, there's not really a ton on this page here. You know, like some level examples here. You know, just like screenshots, pretty much. Just, you know, it's a well put together book. Like it's some cool designs, but it's just kind of weird they went out of their way to include this with every copy of Mario Maker. At least in North America, I believe pretty much Mario Maker was only given with like this book, and like they had to give it like a specific cardboard box for this book. I think it would have been nice if this book was small enough to be included just like in the Wii U case itself, just as like a manual, but it was too big, and I feel like they probably could have made it a little smaller just to fit inside the Mario Maker game case instead. You know, this isn't really like an idea book. It's just weird that they considered it an idea booklet. It's more of like an art book. And even then, like, it's kind of mostly just screenshots. This is actually pretty cool. I really like this because this reminds me of how screenshots looked in NES instruction booklets, because they kind of just did this like little interpretation of a screenshot. Like, they didn't just take a screenshot. It kind of looks more like a full-blown, like, hey, you know, we drew this. You know, this is more of like kind of a diagram. It's kind of neat. There's more Mario Maker art. Yeah, some of these are just showing like, hey, you know, wouldn't really consider these ideas. This is a lot more like, oh, fun Mario Maker-esque designs and, you know, just showing off all the sprites. Like what idea am I supposed to get from this? You know, a lot of code still. I do kind of want to see the original design documents, because this is all just kind of showing, like, possibly giving you some ideas as to, like, hey, you know, oh, you can add stuff. Yeah, so they do have, like, some old Mario Maker, or not old, but, you know, in development Mario Maker stuff that shows, like, hey, Mario with a helmet on and whatnot. And they were actually kind of thinking of having his eyes appear, but they were like, nah, his eyes cannot appear. Show him in a shell, which is interesting. And kind of go back. You see, I want to see more of that instead of, like, all this stuff, which is still fine. This is really nice. They showed, like, 2D art. That looks really nice. Showing the 2D art, and they kind of represented, they kind of redid that as 3D models, and Mario in a construction outfit instead. And it was just kind of him. They didn't really, you know, they would kind of show some Toads too, but here they show, like, the enemies kind of helping him out, which is really cool. And just some designs, which is neat. I don't really care as much about these things. It's just the screenshots with the level codes. I would like more of this, please. I like that. And then we have, like, the official kind of like Mario 1 design documents, where they kind of had to just design everything with grid paper, which is awesome. And they have color generator data. It just shows, like, what they would have to, like, do to get those certain colors to come on screen. Then we have World 1, which is really cool to see all this just on paper. You know, like, it's one thing to just have this stuff released, but just to have it, just see it in front of your eyes physically is really, really cool. And I wish they would do more of this. They did more of this for Mario Maker's booklet. And even, like, stuff like this. I don't even know what's going on here, but I like it. It almost looks like they kind of made paper boxes of sprites for Mario 1, and they would set it up kind of like as, like, a physical representation of Mario Maker, like, put that block there, that there, that there, that there. It's really neat. And then we have, like, some in development stuff, like some work in progress logos. This is really neat. We have, like, more of a retro design that they kind of did with New Super Mario Brothers. A bunch of other ones. Oh god, there was one more page. Neat. So we might as well look through the instruction manuals. It turns out the person that sold this decided to throw in AR cards for the 3DS, because I'm sure they couldn't find anybody else willing to take them. But this is the Wii U manual in Japanese. As you can see, I can't understand most of this. It goes in to show how you can use the touchscreen. It shows how to charge the thing. Also shows the general battery power level there. How the TV remote works. The fun little Wii U gamepad syncing game where you use card symbols. Showing the sensor bar. Showing how to use the Wii remote and all the different ways you can place the sensor bar. And the Wii LAN adapter, because it's just too much of a hassle for Nintendo to put an Ethernet cable in there. Then they also show that you can use the gamepad as a sensor bar. And interestingly, it shows how Wii can go to Wii U, but Wii U can't go to Wii in terms of transferring purchases. Also how you transfer systems, which works, albeit it's a bit clunky, I guess. You have to keep both systems kind of on the entire time. I assume this is how you do a system transfer from Wii U to Wii U, which I've never tried, and also how you shouldn't move the gamepad joysticks, apparently. Replacing the battery. A pretty light read for Wii U owners. Nintendo kind of understood us. And then for some reason they put in a new 3DS manual as well, which is interesting. It's for the regular new 3DS. Then we have, I assume this is like a quick start guide, so may not go into full detail, but it at least gives you a decent idea. The Wii U gamepad settings work, which are the stupidest things of all time. Just the fact that, like, oh, in the settings it says, oh, look at the gamepad. Why? Why do I have to look at the gamepad? I assume, yeah, this is still new 3DS, so the seller decided to include this for whatever reason. Definitely came with more interesting literature. Just this quick start guide has more fun colors going on. And this is also for the new 3DS. Basically a kind of a help number. But this is the one that matters here for the Wii U. It's pretty much the same. Okay. And then we have another support card, it seems. But this is the fun stuff. Nintendo Joy Sound. Nintendo Cross Joy Sound Wii U. This is like their karaoke experience on Wii U, which never came over here. But this might be, this looks like it's just an advertisement. I was gonna say if it was like possibly a download code for some specific stuff, but no, this is pretty much just an advertisement. Oh my god! I officially do feel like I belong where I'm not supposed to be. Look at this. What is this? Who is this person? Let's see if I can... Okay, here's what I don't like. Okay, I know. Oh, Scott's gonna say something bad about the Wii U, but it's just like, you can only really control stuff on the gamepad with the gamepad. Like, I can't really do anything here unless I hit X, and then boom. But who could this be? Whoever was the owner of this past Wii U, that's for sure. But like now I can control all these menu items, and now I can't. I'm only controlling what's on the Miiverse. Boom, now I control the menu. Boom, now I can control the Miiverse. Menu, Miiverse, menu, Miiverse. This is a nightmare. I was kind of like, wow, this isn't, you know, for some reason I was expecting this to be like brand new. I don't know why, because it obviously wasn't. But it is still pretty cool. I actually kind of prefer this because now I can traverse through some random Japanese person's Wii U and see their deepest, darkest secrets, especially their Miis. You can tell a lot about a person from their Miis. This person only had one Mii. Oh man, daily logs. Let's see what this person played. I will say I do very much prefer a white Wii U gamepad. This is lovely. Here's daily logs. Let me see. But this person played Yoshi's Woolly World. It's like I'm seeing it on the gamepad, but of course like you can't see it on the TV. This person played Yoshi's Woolly World for 3.5 hours in July 2016. And then in May 2016, they played Yoshi's Woolly World for 12 hours. Mario Kart 8 for 1.5 hours. Mario Maker for only 30 minutes. And then Nintendo Joy Sound, I believe that's Wii Karaoke U, for 1 minute. And that's all she wrote. Let's see. Does Wii Karaoke U work? I've never played this, considering it never came out in North America. But thank God, I'm finally able to. I believe it's probably internet dependent. Oh no. Oh God. I have no clue. Okay, so I'm gonna hit okay. I can't read any of this. How interesting. Okay. What are you doing? Yes. Does it want me to, like... Does it want me to, like say stuff into the microphone? Or is it trying to connect online? Oh, do that. Oh, God. I might have done something. Okay, so on the Wii U gamepad, I'm seeing a menu. So I can, like, go and select songs, I guess? I'll do hip-hop, R&B. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Boom. 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 Yeah, I think I need internet. Wow. Oh my god! They still have Nintendo TV! I assume that means piss off! So I believe Wii Karaoke U might be shut down. However, I'm not connected online properly. So we gotta connect online and then bada bing bada boom, Wii Karaoke. Which is just, I kind of know why they didn't bring it over here, because it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, why bother? Karaoke is apparently super popular in Japan. But I think it also came out in Europe? But I'm not sure. At the very least, it suffered a very similar fate to Wii Chess. But Wii Chess only really released in Europe. It kind of released in Japan. That's like a WiiWare only kind of thing. We've connected to the internet! Now let's stumble through Wii Karaoke U again. I'm just so happy I can see the Nintendo TV logo. Because I think they removed it. They never removed the Miiverse logo, though. Nintendo, I don't know what that says. I assume that means when Nintendo just gives you demos, like demos just appear on your system. And I may have opted in for that. Let's see. Let's do Nintendo Joy Sound. Great. I don't want to do a system update because I want to keep Nintendo TV, thank you. I assume that was a system update. Alright. There's the Bandai channel, which I have never heard of. Oh no, I don't want to update. I want to keep the Nintendo TV logo. Does that mean I have to create a Nintendo Network ID? Because doesn't this person already have a Nintendo Network ID, or is it just like because they logged out or something? Can I use Nintendo TV now? God damn it, I'm concerned. It keeps booting me back to the menu. I don't know. I assume we need to do a system update. So, brace yourself, folks. Because this is... Select Nintendo TV. Just select it. It's not letting me select. But this is the last time we're gonna see that logo. I did just realize this person put a screen protector on the Wii U gamepad. Wow. I've never been a screen protector person. I don't know about... it's just not my thing. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why. I've just never cared that much to be a screen protector person. It's just kind of like this weird feeling, like, especially when, like, Nintendo releases, like, their own screen protectors, or, like, the companies that's making the products are releasing their own screen protectors. In my opinion, it's almost like this weird admit of defeat, because it's almost like, you should have made the screen more durable than that, or whatever, I don't know. This is a stupid mentality to have, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I think, in 2017, I tried to find, like, the official Nintendo-made Switch case, just because I liked how it looked. I didn't want, like, any of the just the licensed ones. I wanted like the official one made by Nintendo, and it took a bit, but I found it, and it came with a screen protector, and I was just like, it's just weird when it's like a first party thing. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, wow, maybe you should have just made the screen more durable then. I don't know. What the hell does that mean? Alright. We got our update! Oh, thank Christ, Nintendo TV is still there. Let me see. This is the Bandai channel. Let me see if that works. Don't know if you can tell from this, but the Wii U was notorious for being slow. Well, let's see. No clue. If I had to guess, I would say this is like a food delivery service, because the Wii had stuff like this in Japan only, but I'm not sure. The Bandai channel had to update, and it was taking a while. So, oh hell yes. What's interesting is that it said it was licensed by Nintendo, which implies Nintendo didn't make this app, but this feels so Nintendo-like. Like, just the way this all, like, the music, just even, like, the very simple visuals. Oh, no. Trash. Okay. Oh man. Oh, come on. It keeps asking for like a Nintendo Network ID. Alright, okay. It is, it had me create a Nintendo Network ID. I think this is how we're gonna get places. Just gonna, okay. God damn it.